Anime Vanguards just went live with their new update, and the new update is update 6.0. In the update, you can see there's 2 new secrets, there's 4 new mythics, and 3 exclusives, one of them being the infamous Astafo, that's going to be claimable in a new rift. As you can see here, there's a new story called Heaven's Edge, a new legend stage called Shining Castle, new battle pass, new familiar, new leaderboard rewards. A PvP game mode just got released that has 3 modes in the PvP. There's a new rift stage, which is where you get Astafo. Shibuya Station plus Planet Namek have been refreshed. There's match invites plus item/unit finder, new mounts, quality of life changes, and some bug fixes. As you can see on the banner, we have 15 seconds left. Not good guy is here. I don't think I can pull him in 10 seconds. Oh, we got something. What we get? Not good guy. We got not good guy. We got him. His passes are: attacks inflict burn for 30% of this unit's damage over 5 seconds. Anytime this unit attacks a burning enemy, he follows up with attack 1, a 4-second local cooldown. In PvP mode, upon killing an enemy inflicted with burn, spawns that enemy to your opponent's side. That's actually going to be really nasty in PvP. That'll be a free enemy spawn there. It's called Gatling Combo. Oh, we got the next one, Brisket. She's got a cool little dance to her. I like the vibe. She's going to be a support unit for sure. I'm guaranteeing it. She has to be support. Gojo on the first banner pool. All right, he's not even up here, but I'll take it. No, we got Brisket. We got Brisket. We got her. So 548 on placement, 94 DPS. DPS is lower, but her passives are Yo-Yo Master. Anytime this unit attacks, it leaves behind a yo-yo where that attack occurred. If a yo-yo already exists, it deletes that yo-yo and replaces it with a new one. There is 3 new codes to be punched in. First code is going to be PvP. 1,000 gems, 5,000 coins, and 150 PvP coins. Second code is going to be Heaven or Hell. Heaven or Hell. 5,000 coins, 10 stat chips, and 1,000 gems. And then the final code is going to be 100k subs. 40 stat chips and 40 trait rerolls. That's actually a really good code right there. All right, now we just have to wait for the next banner to come through. Like I said, there is 2 more mythics to be pulled, so we already have 2 of the mythics. Let's go check them out. All right, now I think we should start off with Brisket. She's a little bit cheaper, so you probably place her sooner. She starts off with a line attack. Her range isn't too crazy, but to be fair, she's not evoed yet. So if we place her like that... Oh, tension. What is that about? I have no idea what tension is. We're gonna have to figure this out. I remember when she attacks, she leaves a yo-yo where the attack occurred. I don't know if that's just like a constant AoE that happens then. Where's the AoE at? Where's the yo-yo? I'm not seeing a yo-yo. I feel like I was scammed. Ah, she couldn't get it off. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not seeing this yo-yo, but I'm seeing a tension bar. Let's upgrade that a couple times. Oh, you gotta get the yo-yo combo first. Okay, so if we get that up to yo-yo, now she has a cone. It's a pretty wide cone too. Love to see it, love to see it. She now attacks, and it leaves a yo-yo? I'm not seeing this yo-yo mechanic. Oh, there it is. So she attacks with the yo-yo. Tension's at 90%. It's at 100% now. Yeah, I don't understand the yo-yo mechanic. I actually have no understanding of what's going on here. She doesn't get any buffs for it. You would think she attacks twice, but it doesn't seem like it. If somebody understands the yo-yo mechanic, please let me know. I would love to find out. They kind of need to do a better job at explaining what's going on here. So we'll place not a good guy. He also has a tension mechanic. Are all the new characters just have a tension mechanic? So anytime he's going to attack anyone with a burn, he's going to do a second attack. So basically he's attacking twice now. So he's got this little cone going, and he looks pretty cool. He pretty much just shoots out flames. So let's upgrade this now. So he's also getting tension. There's got to be a unit that like does something with this tension. Now he's moved on to a cone attack. Oh, and he does a little dash with an uppercut now. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It does seem like it's multi-hit. See, they attack twice. That's actually pretty nice. Level 25 is going to be you. And then level 50 is going to be you. Here we go. Now, if we go to the Evo for Brisket, teddy bears, you get those from Shining Castle. And then you also need 5,000 takedowns. And you get Brisket Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo combo, Roger the Bear, one new active, one new passive. So the new one would be Town Inside Me. Anytime this unit uses meter, gain a 20% damage buff and a 10% range buff for 20 seconds. This buff can stack. If a stack occurs, the duration is refreshed. 5 stacks max. So when it uses its meter, it'll get 20% more damage, 10% more range. And then you could stack it, refresh the 20 seconds, and then it could go all the way up to 100% increased damage and 50% more range. Now, Not Good Guy takes 12 restricting headbands in Shining Castle Act 2, 5,000 takedowns. And his name stays, oh no, there he goes, Not Good Free, I was gonna say. But he gets Ruler's Rage, 2 new actives, Dragon Install, and then 1 new passive. We've already seen this one. This is the 30% damage plus a follow-up attack if they're burning. Dragon Install, while in Dragon Install, meter gain is reduced to 0%. So he can no longer gain meter while he's in his Dragon Install form. And he gains status effect immunity and debuff immunity. Anytime a burning enemy dies while in Dragon Install, inflicts all enemies in range with a burn for 30% of his damage. So he becomes an AoE burn while he's in Dragon Install. Local 4-second cooldown. I'm assuming that's going to be like an active thing. You build meter, and then when the meter is built, then you swap to this. The PvP area. Here we are. This is the PvP area. You got the leaderboards right here. And then first place. They're all 7 elo. It seems like everyone's kind of tied on 7 elo right now. These are the 3 modes. Your rank is right here, Iron. You have Assault. Embark on a casual match in the Assault game mode. Create the strongest of enemies to crash down upon your foe. Defense. Engage in a battle of wills against another player as you try to outlast them in a never-ending match. So it seems like this is just infinite and just whoever lasts longer. And then Assault is the duos where you're sending enemies against your opponent. Ranked, you have what it takes to reach the summit. Engage in competitive assault matches with bans versus another player. So ranked is assault, but with bans, and it counts towards your elo. You have the iron elo, and then the next is you get bronze, is 36 to 84. Silver is 85 to 140. Gold is 141 to 280. Diamond is 281 to 350. Masters 351 to 490, Monarch is 491 to 630, and Vanguard is 631 to 840. And then the shop here. So you get 150 for the PvP code. So you could buy some stones here. You can also buy some elemental shards. Oh, Roger's bike for 200. Cool shades and a bike. Roger's always ready for the assist. Oh, it's going to be a new mount. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. It's almost tempting to run some just to buy that. And then you can buy 40 trait rerolls and 30 phoenix shards. Act 1, Desperate Maiden. And this is where you get gears. Oh, 240 XP. So it's actually 20 more than the last one. Alright, this is a nice looking map. I actually really like this. This looks really good. It's a very small map too, though. Well, it feels small, at least, compared to a lot of the maps that came out. It really is a massive map if you look at everything off the border. Oric is really doing a great job, man. Oric is really doing a great job. Yeah, it seems they'll spawn in here. You get this little square, then they'll come here. Then they have the potential to split here, it seems like. They could go this way and they could go that way. And then they come here, get a little square, a bigger square, and then a zigzag. Seems like fun. First unit out, Zipped Warrior. It literally does just look like a warrior with a zipped up jacket. I like it. They're coming out with 1.2k HP on wave 1. I'm almost tempted to put them here. Also, why is this red? Is that supposed to be red? Oh, see, they're just going straight. They don't even care. We'll just get a Sunjin multiverse as well, right here. And then we'll get a eyes in here. Oh, I'm mistaken. They come here, go around, and then they go. I see now, I see. Oh, it seems like there's a timer now too. It lets you know how long you've been in the match. Did we have any new enemies that came out? Oh, we have Armored Warrior. That's these people with the glowing gears on them. You know, it's not too bad when you have a Monarch. Or not a Monarch, it's not too bad when you have a Vanguard unit. It's actually not too bad at all. Alright, next. The boss has 30 shields? I'm sorry, what? Why does the boss have 30 shields? We definitely need some anti-shields. That's insane. Perfect. Alright, and that is story mode complete. Now we can move on to Legend Stages. Checking on the banner, it is Gear Boy is our next. There we go, we got Gear Boy. Okay, Gear Boy, what you like? What you got? Gear Boy, you have 326, 4.7, and 20, and you're actually 4 placement. Your passive starts the match with full food stocks. Each attack consumes a food stock, making that attack do 40% more damage. Anytime a food stock is consumed, he gains plus 1% damage, up to 30%. So he can have 30% more damage base, plus 40% more damage when he eats. Each attack consumes a food stock. So when he attacks, he consumes a food stock. I don't know if he consumes it before or after. On placement, he is circle to cone. So he hits in the circle and then he does a cone in front of that circle, kind of like Goku. So he's got tension, just like the other ones. Then he's got 20 food stocks he starts with. Consume meter to recharge food stocks. 1 bar of meter equals 20 food. So what do you mean by meter though? That's what I'm curious of here. The tension meter? We'll upgrade this a little bit. He's a little weak for this. So he does like, it almost seems like an uppercut with a flagpole into a stab. Yeah, it's like an uppercut with a flagpole into a stab. And then if we upgrade him to this one, it goes at 864 with a quicker attack rate. And this is just straight cone multi-hit. This tension meter has to mean something at some point. Oh, there we go. He consumes 100% of the tension meter to eat some food, to restock on food. So it's actually kind of smart. It won't use the ability unless it can actually refill 20. So once this food runs out, it'll consume. Right there, yeah. So it'll consume a meter and then give him 20 food again. So it's pretty much infinite buffs. He just gets an infinite 40% damage increase. Because there's almost no other reason to not use this. So he gets a constant 40% damage boost, and then after time, he gets 30% more damage as well for eating food. So after 30 attacks, he'll consume 30 food and get 30% more damage. So his damage is actually 1.7 instead of 1.3. That could be really goated if he evos into something really strong. Gear Boy, I was gonna call him Good Boy. Gear Boy, alright. 5k eliminations. 12 meat, not too hard to get. It's Shining Castle Act 1. But if we preview you, you get Lightning Ride, Lightning Rush, 1 new active, 1 new passive. And his new passive would be Greek Cancel. Anytime Greek Cancel is activated, this unit gains 80% damage and minus 10% SPA for 30 seconds. Cannot stack. So he just keeps self-buffing all the time. I'm not sure what Greek Cancel is, but I'm sure at some point we'll find out. Alright, it took some pulling, but we managed to get it. We got Kazi. It took a lot of gems. We were pretty low on gems. I ended up getting a lot of non-banner units, but we got Kazi here. So Kazi's right here, with a DPS of 83.6 and only 3 placement. So a lot of seem to only be 3 placement for some reason, but it's not too bad on DPS. Her passive is going to be Heaven and Hell. Anytime this unit swaps forms, so she's going to get forms, reduces her SPA by 20% for 30 seconds. Doesn't matter which form she swaps to. While in her Undyne form, the attacks will inflict freeze for 2 seconds and bubbled. Bubbled causes the next attack the enemy takes to deal 30% more damage, so she can be a really good support. She not only freezes them, but pretty much gives them like a single attack wounded almost. So the next thing that attacks is 30% more damage. It's going to be kind of hard to like line that up because you have so many units that are attacking all at once when you're really placing like in the high waves. So you don't know really what's going to hit, but at least it's going to hit for 30% more damage. It could be like Aizen's nuke or Aizen's... It could be Aizen's AoE damage when they're close to them, or it could be like Sunjin Wu's attack. You never know. It could be a support unit that attacks. Like, who knows what's attacking next, but only the next attack is going to deal 30% more damage. While in Necro form, Kazi gains 80% damage increase, and her attacks also inflict burn for 25% of her damage over 6 seconds. If an enemy is inflicted with Bubble and is hit by Necro, Kazi does 160% more damage for that attack. So honestly, it seems like Monarch would be really bad on this unit, even though that it's only a 3 placement, and usually like 4 placement and down you would want Monarch, so 3 placement you'd really want a Monarch because it increases the damage way more. Having 2 of them seems to be better because you could have 1 in bubbled form and then 1 in Necro form, and then 1 could just be bubbling, while the Necro can then deal 160% more damage on that bubbled unit that's stunned, which is kind of crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. So it deals 160% more damage and then 30% more damage because it's bubbled. It's honestly, it sounds wild. It actually really sounds wild. Kazi sounds like she could be meta. She honestly really does seem like she could be meta. Out of the 4 new mythics that we've gotten, and I've got the team right here. Out of the 4 new mythics here, you've got Not Good Guy, you got Brisket, Gear Boy, and Kazi. They all seem to be a little weird, but Kazi seems like she's actually nasty. Like, she seems like it's just going to be meta. Like, that's just what you need to use. Her DPS isn't as good as the other ones were. Not Good Guy had like 110, Gear Boy has 68, Brisket has 94, and she only has 83. So she has the 2nd lowest DPS, but her passives make her sound like she's insane. Not only is she supporting, but she can deal bonus damage on top of supporting. It's a little cracked. It's a little cracked. I like the new passes for the new units. They're actually really cool how they worked with all of them. They seem to all have like a really cool like play style to them. It seems like we're going to be gearing away from AFK styling, and they're going to want you to be more proactive with your units that you're using. I've got to get some sleep. I have work tonight. So hopefully we can get enough sleep, maybe like 4 or 5 hours, hop back on, maybe throw out a stream and farm up the rest of the legend stages. I want to see where the new secret characters are at. I definitely want to see that. And then Astafo is going to be a future grind for sure, but we're definitely going to have to grab Astafo, 100%. There's no way I'm leaving this game without getting Astafo. So hopefully this helped you guys. You guys have a great one. As always, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and I love you.